Well, here we are back at the thrift. I was going to go live at 2:30. I didn't make it because I was doing other stuff and everything, and I know you didn't want to see me clean up trash and all that other fun stuff. So I'm going to stock some movies, maybe tell you a little bit of stories. I had some in my head, but who knows, So I'm just going to get to it and get to these movies and everything, because after I get this done, I think I'm just going to go home because it is so cold out, and there is no one out. Fun stuff is, I don't alphabetize the movies. I just throw them up here. So they're $1 each. So people come in. It's like a treasure hunt, but everyone's like, but why don't you put them in order? Well, if I put them in order, that means I'm going to have to pay someone to put them in order. And to pay someone to put them in order means that I have to make more money. So guess what? That means that these movies are no longer $1. They're $2. So you have to think things through and decide which is more cost effective. That's like, I was like, man, should I recase these movies or should I just discount them and get rid of them? The only problem is they look like trash and then no one wants to get them. So it's better just to recase them and put them out, because honestly, I won't have to do it again for a while and everything else. So I went with it that way. We have over 20,000 movies in stock here. We have dollar ones. And I have my $3 ones over here, 4 for $10. Kids movies, $3. Then we have our dollar kids section. That I do sort out as the kids movies because I don't have to advertise them. I just pull them and everything else. So, like I said, we have about 20,000 movies. What I'm hoping to do once we get the weather warmed up and everything, I want to take you in my back room, and there's going to be a lot of judgment on what it looks like, because it looks like a tornado went through there, because it did. I had a guy who went through and he pretty much stole all the stuff that he wanted and just threw all the stuff around. So I have to go in there and clean it all up, put it back together and everything else. This is why everyone's like, well, why don't you hire people? Because for one, we don't make that kind of money. You would think with all this stuff we make a fortune. The problem is you got to pay your utilities, you got to pay your taxes, you got to pay, you name it, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for your supplies. You got to pay for so many things that people don't realize. That's why if you don't already have a business, it's almost impossible to start another business in the, for like a storefront and everything, because it costs so much. It's like people are like, you should be in Tulsa with this. You'd make a fortune. Yes and no. The problem with that is, I'd probably make about $5,000 more. The problem is, to have the kind of square footage that I have would cost me that $5,000. I'd make more. So now I'm also spending gas money and everything else trying to make that money. And the reason I know this is because I was in Oklahoma City. We had a big old store out there twice in the Old Paris Flea Market. And I also had a store in the Great American Flea Market twice. And you make good money, but by the time you pay for everything, as I think one of them in the Great American Flea Market, it was 2,000 square foot. It was $2,000 a month. And the bills were paid and everything. But, man, it took 2 people to run it. We were only open Friday and Saturday, so you didn't make a lot of money there doing that stuff. So we decided that wasn't going to fly. But then I decided to open it up again and get half the space. So it was half the price almost. I think we were paying $1,200 a month. But the problem is that when you're paying 2 different families, because I had my friend helping me and everything, you don't make the kind of money you would want to, because you could make $5,000. But if you're paying out $1,250 for your rent, then you got to buy all your stuff and everything else. That means you and your friend are only splitting like $1,000. Then you got to pay for your gas to go out there and everything else. People don't realize all that stuff. People, all they see when they work for me, oh, you are making so much money. No, you're not making so much money because you got all these overheads. So I was in Oklahoma City, which is a bigger city. And I had 2 different spots in there. One time I had one for, I think it was $1,200 a month, which was a good deal and everything. But the guy that was working for me decided he was going to cuss out the owner's daughter and everything. And I wasn't working there because I was working the store here. And we had outside and inside spaces, so we all had that. So he cussed her out and everything. So they're like, you don't have to leave and everything. You just have to get rid of him. He's not allowed in here anymore. And I'm like, the problem is he's the idiot that runs it. So what I had to do was I moved out. There was no bad blood or anything. I just couldn't run both. And I don't trust a lot of people because of stupid stuff like that. You don't cuss out How do they do that? You don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's the stupidest thing you could do. I'm going to flip this, so if you guys have comments or questions, the number of viewers, oh no, no one there. See, I'm blind. I can't see what that thing says, so I got to keep reading it if you guys have a question or anything. So we were in Oklahoma City. The first one, I started out with a space that was like $100 a week, so that's $400 a month. But it was only like, I can't even think of, I think it was 40 foot long by about 12 foot wide and everything in there. And it was $400 a week. But then they had another space behind that I moved into and everything. And it was $1,200 a month. I think we were paying $300 a week or something and everything. And it went pretty good and everything. We were just getting it filled up. We had furniture going in. We had the DVDs. We had toys and everything. I had gotten it all together. And this idiot cusses out the owner's daughter. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm making money outside too. So I'm like, man, you're just screwing me. Because I'm like all over the place. That's the problem with my ADHD and my autism. I am like all over the place and everything. So we moved out of there and everything. It cost me a fortune and everything else. The problem is everyone lost their income. So now we're back at the store and everything. And they were living in an apartment with mine and everything else. So I'm like, man, how are you going to pay your bills now? You just lost your job because he's like, but I'm going to work in the store. No, you're not. I don't do internet. At the time, I wasn't doing internet and everything else. So I didn't have income coming in for him. So he pretty much chewed his leg off or whatever you want to call it and screwed it. So then later on through the years, I had another partner, and which I was stupid to do. Partners are a bad deal. I mean, I have serious trust issues. I don't really trust too many people. And so this person, we opened it up and everything. And so they were like, we got to pay everyone that works for us $10 an hour, which back then was way too much because we weren't making that kind of money and everything else. Then they were like, we got to do this, we got to do that. And we didn't need these people working for us, but she wanted to, and it was stupid. And so they kind of robbed me of all my stuff, and it just became a nightmare. So I don't do partners and everything because of that reason. I'm going to go back this way and get some more boxes to put out. And so that's the way that goes. You just got to be careful. And it's so noisy, it's not even funny. I'm going to put one on the bottom here. We need some more movies to put out. So we actually ended up moving out of there and everything, which was a really good deal for me because I think I was paying $1,500 a month, and it was one of the anchor stores in the flea market, which means that an anchor store is like in a mall. So for that new store, we were paying like $1,500 a month, and it was kind of like an anchor store. You know, you have, in the malls, you have these anchor stores like JCPenney's and all that stuff. So we were like 3,000 square foot in the flea market. So we had a big old store. But the problem is they kept trying not to pay the rent. They kept trying not to do this and everything else. Got me in a financial bind. I had a distributor I was getting stuff from, and they never paid him and everything else. And all the money just kept disappearing and everything. So I pretty much went my separate ways on that and had to get out. But I lost thousands of dollars over that deal. At the time, we were using this building here for storage for that. So we had stuff everywhere. And this building was stacked top to bottom with stuff everywhere. And so it was just all over the place. Man, I got that new camera thing with the motion and everything. It don't work real well. It keeps going off and everything else. So I wonder if I got a defective one. But it works as a tripod. It works really good. But for the $30, I would like for the motion sensor to work. But it keeps going off. I don't know what the deal is with that. So we did that stuff, and I had to move out of there. Then I came back to the store, and I was like, okay, I'll just get rid of this stuff. And so I just went back to going outside, selling my stuff and everything, which worked out pretty good. And I was clearing out the building, and I was doing great. And I met my wife and everything, and we just started doing things and getting out and doing things and having a good old time and everything. And we took it slow, and over the years, we decided that, yeah, we'll date and everything. And so we did all that, and we were down in Texas doing stuff and this and that and everything else. So I had stuff all over the place, and I was really big into selling dollar stuff. And I had so much stuff, I just kept putting the dollar stuff out because everyone likes stuff for $1. I mean, we had shampoos, we had toys, you name it, we had it. It was all brand new stuff. The problem with that is you get the idiots. Oh, I'm going to smell this, but I'm too stupid to put the lid back on, and then they pour it into the box. And so every week I had to clean that out. Excuse me. The problem with that is when you have 44 banana boxes full of liquids and you got people doing that and you got to clean it out every 2 weeks, that's too time consuming. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. Why are people so inconsiderate? They do stuff like that. I don't know. Not only that, people love to destroy your packaging. They love to destroy stuff. They open it up, take it apart, and everything else. So there's always that person that ruins it for everyone. And it's getting old because people just don't take care of stuff like that. Then you got the people that really do care and they take care of stuff. But the idiots outweigh it. So it leaves a lot of work. That's why in the store, if I see you destroying stuff or goofing off and you're going to break it, I'm just going to throw you out. I'm not playing the game anymore. I used to let people sit there and intimidate me and everything because I needed the money. And now I'm to that point where, yeah, I still need money. Don't get me wrong. But it's not worth being treated like crap and everything else because I don't care if you come back. I don't care how much money you're going to spend. If you are going to degrade me, treat me like crap, I don't need your business. I will find business somewhere else. So that's just how that goes. So with our fill-a-bag outside, we had that all throughout this building, all throughout it, from front to back, 5,000 square foot. Fill-a-bag, clothes, movies, games, all kinds of cool stuff. Because I had, like I said, this place was packed front to back. So I opened up the front first doing the fill-a-bag. Then I started pushing the boxes out and everything else. Then we were like, hey, this worked out. This is going good. We were making all kinds of money. I mean, we were too. We were making money hand over fist. The problem is I couldn't keep up with getting the stuff in to keep it full. And then we started the dollar stuff outside. And everyone went after the dollar stuff. So the dollar stuff works even better. So we did that and everything else. The problem is I don't have all the stuff I had from years ago. So the fill-a-bag is kind of a moot point anymore because I'm not going to go out of my way just to buy stuff to put out there and everything. Now, I was hoping that I could work something out and get people to donate stuff and then we could put it outside and they could do the fill-a-bag for $1. That would help pay our bills over there. And it would help a lot of people out. The problem is I don't get very much support from the community. But when I closed up, everyone told me how much they missed me and everything else and everything. And everything was great for a little while. But then we started getting the idiots back in, destroying stuff and tearing it apart and everything else. So now I really don't even want to do the fill-a-bag out there. I want to help people, but I'm tired. I can't do so many things. So I'm trying to get my ADHD melted down so I'm not going here, everywhere. And everything else, because that's literally, I have a t-shirt business in storage right now where I can print shirts, which I'll show you that maybe if I get that going again. But I can literally make shirts and print off, and it's screen printing. As I made the shirts for the bands and everything. That's like if I wanted to, this shirt right here, I could make that all day long. The problem is that's a registered logo, so I'm not going to do that and everything. But I could if I wanted to. But we've got probably 20,000, I think it's maybe 15,000 shirts still in storage, brand new and everything. I've got piles of shirts all the way down here for $1 each and everything. But I want to start printing them off and then put them up for sale. I want to do all kinds of stuff. I want to turn it into like a big old retro store that's really cool. I would like to find a place that has shirts ordered. Like my friend, he does a lot of painting of like superheroes and stuff like that and everything else. That's like if you're around the area or you got small stuff you want to ship in, maybe we can start doing a consignment or something, sell stuff for you. But I want cool stuff. I want, like my friend, he goes down to Peru and he gets these cool pictures and everything, and they're printed on canvas art paper, which makes it perfect for framing and everything else. He also gets some other stuff, tobacco pipes and stuff like that. And we're going to call it tobacco and everything else. And he gets like rings and all kinds of stuff and everything. And so I want to start getting that stuff again. And I just want it to be really cool. Like one of those shops you go in and like a Spencer's crossed with Hot Topic, maybe a movie store mixed with like Empire Records mixed with Hot Topic and all that type of stuff, Spencer's and all that. And just have really cool stuff and then have toys and all that stuff. I mean, that's what I'm going for and everything else. Because even though stores, I think someone just came in, are going out, if you have the cool stuff, people will come in. Let me go check and see. Anyone come in? No, I guess that was just a wind. So, that's cool. But, so yeah, we're open right now and everything, but it's cold right now. So, yeah, we're not getting much customers. So, that's okay. It don't bother me. I'm getting stuff done. I'm hoping tonight to take the last of the movies home. I have 750 of them to case. So, after I get done here, I'm going to case the last of those 750 movies. So we can have one more video of me putting these away, and then that'll be done. Then the problem is, then I got to start cleaning up all this other stuff out of the way, because we got to move all the slat wall to the back, and that's going to kill me. That stuff is heavy. And then we're going to put those shelves together throughout and get the back room going. And once we get the back room going, we're going to start stocking up some stuff. So you're going to start seeing me bring out stuff. Because, I mean, I've got Tupperware, I've got toys, you name it, I got stuff all over the place and everything else. So I'm just slowly trying to clean up everything, because the problem is I used to have people working for me and they just make it a throw pile. I'm not looking for a throw pile. I want stuff put away where it belongs, nice and neat. I don't want it looking like it did over next door, because we had it next door in the 1,500 square foot. All these movies, all of them, all 20,000 in a back room that's like 400 square foot. But they were in banana boxes, so people would go through and they throw them all over the place and everything else. And that just don't work for me and everything. So that's how that goes. And then, so we would do all kinds of stuff like that. And then, but now I put it out here, which I'm going to start showing you more of that stuff shortly, of how much we've done that. In fact, I can show you. We're getting the shelves filled up. We got all kinds of goodies. But my focus is toys, games, and movies, you know. But I also like glassware and everything. The women love to come in and look for the glassware. So we want to have that too. Now we're going back here, and I get to do all this little stuff and everything. So we're going to, got all these movies over here. And everything else. Yeah, I'm flying through the air like super something. Ah! My tripod. There we go. So, got that part done. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. But I'm going to slowly get rid of stuff. I want to get some t-shirts in. I want to get some posters, stuff like that. I just want to have cool stuff where people will come out of the way and just to come take a look at it. And eventually, maybe we'll get famous and everything on TikTok, and people will start coming in like porn stars. Who knows? But probably not. I ain't going to get that famous. And I'm not trying to, because that's a lot of crap to live up to. But if you look down there, I got t-shirts all the way down. All $1 each, all different colors. We used to print them for Screen Red Mutiny. So that was pretty cool. So I'm going to scoot this on down, because I'm getting ready to get down here. Yep, I'm getting down on my hands and knees. Going to put this stuff away and everything else. So that's fun. Because I got to fill up all these bottoms here. And I left them empty at the time because I didn't know how many movies I really was going to have. So we're going to tip this, let's see, down at that. There we go. So, yeah, I get down on this cold floor now. Oh, there we go. Yep, down on my hands and knees, working it out. Too old for this stuff. So then I got to fill up all these bottom racks here and get them filled up. And then once we get them all filled up and I get those other movies, we will have all that out. And then we're going to start our next project of fun. So that's how much fun we get to have and everything. But we used to have 100,000 movies in this building. We also had 100,000 video games. We had toys all over the place and everything else. I had 50,000 records, and I sold it all off. And I regret it to this day. Because if I had this stuff now, people are going nuts for it all. And the problem is, I don't have it. But I will slowly find it all again, get it done. You know, it's just one day at a time. I'm just going to be real picky about the stuff I go get. I'm not just going to go out to the auctions and be like, hey, I'm just going to take everything you got because, you know, I need to get it in the dollar bins. I'm not going out of my way for that. I am going to still probably put the $1, fill a bag for $1 out, but it's going to be one of those, the dumpster's empty, I'm dumping it. So y'all better get what you got. And that's how that's going to go. Oh, look at kids' movies. Kids' movies, I should be paying attention because my kids' movies for $1 I put down there. At least that's the only thing I actually separate. Anything else, I don't have time for all that. So, yeah. We got Baby Einstein here for $1 and everything else. That's how my daughter learned her sign language. She had those little movies, not Baby Einstein, but she had some sign language ones. And she used to do the sign language. And now my grandson, he's doing a little bit of sign language and everything. And it's really cool. Oh no. Oh no. I think my water just broke. I think a pipe just broke. Oh crap. Well, that's lovely. Well, I just heard something just busted upstairs, so yay! I just turned off the water. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go check and see what just happened there. But the water just broke in the building. I just heard a pipe go, and I can hear it just pouring out on the ceiling up there. Lovely, because it's too damn cold for this. Yay, this is just all I wanted to do today. Is to crawl in that cold, cold attic just to see what just broke. You can just hear it just pouring down. What the heck did that just break? I don't know, but that's not cool. Lovely. So yeah, I've got sounds like a cold, interesting, wet day ahead of me. I'm figuring out what just broke. Because I don't know if you hear it, but it is just pouring down. I'm sitting in the store, and you can just hear it pouring down on the ceiling up there in the attic. So yeah, we just had a pipe just break. That's just lovely. Because I needed more work to do and everything. Because it's not like... Yep, it's coming through. Yeah, I see it. It's coming right on through. Well, let me go move some stuff. Hey, lovely. Nothing like having a frozen pipe in Oklahoma. That is just lovely. Oh my gosh. At least I don't have to move a lot of stuff. Whew. Oh man. That's just lovely there. So much fun. At least I will say this. I don't have to move much stuff. And I hope it's as easy as the last one I did. So yeah, I gotta go fix the pipe later. So that's always fun. What the heck is that? I hear another one going off. How? Where is that coming from? This is the fun of owning your own building. Oh my gosh, it's just coming through. You can see it. It's coming right on through my roof. Oh my gosh, I just turned off everything. This is not funny. Oh, man, make sure the water is really off though. So now it's just bleeding out all the water pipes. So yay me! I'm just so happy. Yeah, it's off. So that's lovely. I've had this building for 21 years. We've had one break in it. Of course, I redid all the plumbing except for in this wall over here. Down here, there's a break in it because our bathroom is right behind where I'm working. And there was a break where it popped off. And I thought it was going to be real easy. Lovely. This is my life. This is the crap I get to deal with. See all that? That's coming down from my ceiling. So yay. That's not cool. So that is my life. Now I got to go get a bucket. So hee-haw. The other one didn't do so much. So yeah, this was definitely not the plan I had for a live, but I'm sure you're all going, yay, this guy's got it made. Yeah, he does. I'm got water squirting out of my damn ceiling now. Every time I get it. What's funny about this is my ceiling was all redone perfect. I mean, it was beautiful. Had popcorn ceiling on there and everything. So beautiful and everything. And we had an idiot do a washer problem. I had another one where it broke here. And I hate plumbing. Especially when it's above the store, because when it breaks, it can ruin some stuff. So yay, this is my excitement. Y'all probably having a good old time watching me run like a monkey here. Yeah, there we go. I got a bucket to put it under. So yay, that's literally my fun. You see it? Oh, running through my ceiling. That is amazingly not cool. So I don't have a leak in my roof. That was actually the plumbing broke as we were alive. So I guess I just want to say, hey, you know, what can I do to get people to watch and everything? Oh, I know. Let's flood the store. That's a good idea. Not really. So I'm going to let that drain into there. Finish my live. And put these movies away because, I mean, there's not much else I can do. The water's off. And I'm catching that right now. Once I get off here, I get to go clean all this crap up, though. So y'all get to miss all the real big fun. So I'm going to get these movies put away. And then I got to go in the attic. And, well, I guess we're over here now. But I got to go in the attic and look at that and see what happened there. And last time I had a leak like that, I have PEX plumbing up there. And one of the fixtures just rotted out. They say over 10 years they can rot out. And we did this about 12 years ago. So that would be my luck that all this stuff is going bad. Because my son's room, or his apartment, it did the same thing. Where is this water coming from? That is a lot of water. Oh my gosh. This is not working out. I think I'm going to have to... I know dang well I turned it off. Let me go check it one more time. Because where is all this water coming from? That's a lot of water. Still coming. Yeah, maybe not. It's starting to finish off now. It's starting to slow down. So I guess that's all of it. So yay. Yeah, this is my fun. It was, oh man. I gotta move some racks back. Yay. Yeah, this is lovely. So yeah, I get that. I'm gonna get right here. Let me help. There we go. Looks like I'm gonna need another bucket. So I guess I'm going to go get another bucket. Y'all want to come with me, I guess? So, this is the fun of a business owner. This is so much fun. I go on live and I break the pipes and blow out the plumbing. Yay, me. Not really. This is not what I had planned for today. So, yeah, at least we could do a little excitement for y'all and everything, because I'm not happy about it, but what do you do? So, we're going to grab one more of these buckets here. Go try to catch the rest of this fun. Yeehaw. So there goes my day of fun. It's probably going to be done by the time, but man, it started gushing there for a minute and I just can't win. I know the water's off, so there ain't going to be much more coming, but yeehaw. Yeah, it's just about done now. I don't even understand where this is all coming from. This is just crazy. So annoying. Yeah, I went and got the other bucket and it's already done now. So yeah, that's my life and everything, how we get to do. So, yeah, owning your business and having your own things. And when you do your own maintenance and everything, it's really fun because it just keeps you on your toes and you keep going and everything else. So, yeah. People wonder why sometimes I'm like, I don't want to own a business anymore. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Why? Because you don't realize, even if I made like $5,000 a month, by the time I get everything paid, I ain't making no $5,000. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not going to tell you the numbers because, you know, it fluctuates so bad. But it's not the greatest. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's definitely not the greatest. But I do enjoy having a business when everything's going right. But the problem is it's so hard to get everything going right. You got so much stress all the time of everything. And it sounds like... I don't think this thing's ever going to stop. I know the water's off, so yeah, I'm just waiting for it to stop so I can go clean up everything. So yeah, that's the fun of my life and how I get to do things. So I don't think I'm going to get most of this done because I'm going to have to go do that in a few minutes. So that is just how it goes. What do you do? Let's see here. So yeah, that was my fun life. I hope y'all enjoyed it because I'm not going to enjoy what I have to go do in a few minutes. So, especially in this freezing fun weather. I gotta go crawl in the attic and make sure that there's nothing else going on, make sure nothing got ruined. All that fun stuff. You would think it'd be finishing off by now. But yeah, that is so lovely. I cannot believe that just happened, but yeehaw. So yeah, I guess I could give you guys a little bit of excitement is what we did here. Not exactly what I was planning on today. Really not thrilled about going to clean that up later. But I will. I obviously have no choice but to clean it up because tomorrow is Saturday. So yeah, that's the fun of that. So I definitely got to be ready. And tomorrow's going to be a nicer day, so I got to be ready to make some money tomorrow. So, and then I got to go home and do movies and everything. So yeah, I'm just looking at having so much fun. So I guess what I'm saying is if you don't own your own building, at least you can have the landlord come do it. Because we are swimming right now. You can just hear that water just puddling out and everything. So yeah, that's the fun of it. Just broke right here on live and everything. So yeah, that's not what I expected. Not real happy about it, but what do you do? Just smile and go with it. But that's how it is in having your own business. Unexpected comes your way every day. You just never know what to expect. You just do the best you can and go with it. So you always want to make sure you have a little bit of money stuffed away for unexpected fun, which I don't have much stuffed away anymore because, you know, life has not been the easiest on any of us lately. And so, yeah, that's the fun we get to have. So, but I hope y'all enjoyed it because I had a good time talking to you and everything, but now I've got some messes to go clean up and everything else. I got to go get these messes cleaned up. And then I got to finish this stuff and see what I got to fix there. See if I got to call my plumber and have him come in, or if it's just a quick connect. Hopefully it's just a quick connect that broke out like it did last time. The only problem is it's not hard to fix, but the damage it does to the ceiling, you got to take out all the drywall, replace it with new drywall, make sure there's no mold growing and all that crap. Then you got to pin. It's just such a pain in the butt to keep up with. But what do you do? I mean, there's not much else you can do. You just smile and go with it. Because, I mean, what good is it going to do to get mad? I mean, I can get mad about it all day long. All that's going to do is make me look like an idiot. So, yeah. Well, at least it's just about done dripping and everything. I'm just glad I was here to catch it and everything. So, because if not, the store would have been flooded with a mess. The ironic part about that is I don't understand. Oh, it was probably frozen. It probably already broke and froze, and now it's thawed out. So yeah, that's when it started running. Because I was like, man, how did it freeze and break? Yeah. So it probably froze up, and now it's thawing out. And so once it thawed out, it no longer had that wedge in there to keep it from leaking all over. Because all the ice obviously disappeared, and that ice was keeping it from leaking and everything, but it thawed out. And, good timing that I was here, at least, to turn off the water, because if not, the store would have been flooded. And that happened one time where I wasn't here to turn it off, and one of the connects on the PEX had broke, and it just kept going and going and going all night long, and the store got flooded. So yeah, that is something that can happen, and you don't want to have happen. So you just have to be careful about that. So I am glad I was here. It's kind of interesting. It did it while I was on live. So yeah, well, I gave y'all a little bit of a show there. So I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention to comments and everything. And then after that happened, I really got distracted and everything. So anyone have anything to say or anything? Anyone want to laugh at it, or you know, because seems like I get a lot of those. What the heck is it? It's just coming and coming and coming. I don't understand where it's all coming from. The water's totally off, and it's just coming through the ceiling. I guess I'm going to have to get off here and go crawl in the attic and see what is going on here, because you would think it would stop since it's off. But it's just pouring through the ceiling. Keeps pouring. That is my lovely day of fun. So, yeah, that's what we did today. We broke the ceiling, I guess, when it thawed out. It was starting to slow down. I don't know where all this water's coming from again. It's like, gosh, it's like, okay, does someone have the bathtub full too and let it out at the same time? What the heck is the deal? I mean, I checked 3 times to make sure the water's off, but it just keeps coming. I know them pipes ain't that full, so, oh gosh. It is just going everywhere. So much fun. Oh God. Oh, gotta move some more stuff. Yay. That's all moved. We're gonna take this cart, put it back there. So much fun. But I'm gonna go get one more of those. But it don't look like I'm gonna be doing too good here. Yeah. That was definitely not the live I was hoping for. I hope y'all hope I made it interesting for y'all, because yeah, that's my mess to clean up now. I don't understand where all this came from, because if it broke and I turn off the water, you would think there wouldn't be that kind of much water coming through, but there it goes. It's slowing down now. But it was slowing down a minute ago and then it started doing it all again. So it's a good thing I kept all that drywall in the ceiling so I could put that up, because this is just nerve-wracking right now. Yeah, it's getting ready to stop now. Again. Sucks, because I literally just put that drywall up there from another incident. This is why I don't want apartments upstairs anymore. It's just too much fun and everything else. So, yay me. So much fun. So, I hope I gave y'all a little bit of excitement. And you can see all that water coming down through my ceiling. Water's off, but yeah, thawed out on live and went everywhere. So yeah, that's my fun. So I think another pipe broke somewhere as it thawed out, and it just kept going all over the place. So everyone that broke, as you can hear it finishing finally. But yeah, that's the fun of my life. I get to do that all the time. This is not something that's unusual, unfortunately. But you would think so in Oklahoma. But I'm not talking about just the water breakage. I'm talking about things just going bad all the time, and I got to fix them. You never get away with just having an easy day, it seems. You know, once a week, you always got that excitement coming in that you don't want and everything. So, it is what it is. I just got to go clean it up now. As soon as I get off here, I've got more work that I don't want to do. But that's the fun of owning your own business and having your own properties and rentals and all that fun stuff. You get to fix a lot of crap you don't want to fix. So, yeah, that's the fun of my life. So hopefully it won't be too much. It'll be a couple clips and I'm done. But yeah, because I really wanted to get up in the attic and do that, but it's not like you have a choice, because I definitely not going to pay someone to go clip a clip. So hopefully, because I think all that has been replaced with PEX, so it had to have been a connection that swelled up and broke. But they're not even supposed to do that. That's what's bad. But I've had, so far, a few of them rust out, and they still do it. So over time, they will rust out and do it, but they say it's normally about after 10 years that happens. The sad thing is it's been 12 years since we did that, so unfortunately, I'm not liking PEX, though, because this is ridiculous. It shouldn't even be happening. But those connections where the brass is, sometimes they rust out and they break, or the snap pin will rust out and break, which I don't even know how that can do because it's on the outside of it, but things can happen. So, I don't know. It's very frustrating at the moment, because I was hoping to just get this stuff done, go home, and have a good time. I'm just glad that I didn't get this stuff done, go home, forget about it, and then come back tomorrow, and all those movies be ruined and everything else. So I am grateful for that part, but it's still kind of frustrating because I did not plan on that excitement today. but it's going to have to be fixed because I have tenants upstairs who are going to be like, "Where's my water?" when they get home, and I'm going to be like, "What water?" And they're going to be like, "Exactly." So, yeehaw! That's the fun of that. Oh well, what do you do? So, it's just when you have your own business, you learn to adapt to all the fun, whether you want to or not. That's the problem with that, though, is it takes a lot of your family time away. So you have to decide when you're going to work and when you're not, because it really does take away from your time with your family. And I wish I hadn't done as much when I was younger, because I would have had more time with my kids. But I was planning on doing all these things that never happened and everything, because a lot of people don't support your dreams. And so it's hard to do what you want to do when you're taking care of everything around you plus your dreams. It just makes it harder. But what do you do? Hey, cop out. This Sunday at Small Castle Cinemas, 3 o'clock, you can meet Tracy Morgan and Kevin Smith. They're having a big old thing. The only reason me and my wife didn't go is because of, well, this kind of weather and crap. And that'd be my luck, because this is not the first time my pipes have blown out when I was in a different town. So that would have been my luck, is this happened while I'm gone. Didn't get the water off. And, yeah, we have a flooded building. So it's kind of a good thing I didn't go. It just sucks that I didn't get to go. So that's pretty much my live for today. I hopefully made it a little more exciting by having my pipes thaw out on live and just start blowing up all over the place. So that was interesting. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Try to stay warm. And I'm going to go have fun cleaning up the rest of my messes. I appreciate y'all stopping in and watching my fun life of chaotic messes go on. Well, the water's finally stopped coming out. So that's good. That means the pipes are all finally empty. Yeah, I think, though, that's a long line of plumbing, because it goes from 6 apartments, 3,000 square foot of plumbing all over the place. So that's a lot of water up there coming down. But it's finally slowed down. It's finally stopped. So I'm going to get off here, go clean up my messes, maybe get these movies put away. And then I'm going to go home and case the rest of the movies for tomorrow. So, yeah, I guess I got a full day ahead of me. I was hoping to get out of here early, but it does not look like. The amount of DVDs, yes, there are 20,000 DVDs in here, and I sell them for $1 each for most of those DVDs that are in the thing. We had a big old video store at one time, but now we have a lot more stuff going on. We have box sets for $3 each, and then I have kids movies for $3 each, 4 for $10, and then we have the dollar DVDs. And then we have a few Blu-ray, but Blu-ray honestly don't sell that much for me. Crazy, because everyone wants a Blu-ray and everything. We got our Disneys for $4 each. Then we have a few behind the counter that are a little bit more, but not a whole bunch of stuff. So it is what it is. But yeah, we got stuff all over the place. I'm going to slowly get it put back together and everything. But yeah, that's the fun of my day. So I appreciate y'all stopping in. And y'all have a great day, and hopefully we'll get to chat tomorrow, and I'll have a new story of how that went and everything else. So, yeah, that's the fun of my day. Hopefully it'll be a lot warmer and everything else. So I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking it out, and I hope I could humor you with my mess that happened, because, that's going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to cleaning that up. I never am, because I hate going in the attic because my knees don't bend, and the attic is only about 5 foot tall, and there is no floorboard. You have you just have the beams up there and everything, and then there's drywall underneath, and you walk across. So yeah, that's the fun I get to have and everything. So, but then I also have to get the shop vac, go clean out all that and everything else. So it's going to be so much fun and everything else. So y'all have a great day. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow and everything. If I can get this thing to, my button is not working. So yeah, I'm trying to get into the other store, get ready to go clean up some stuff and everything. I'd like to stay and talk, but it looks like someone bought something, and that's how our dollar door works and everything. You get your bag for $1, you put your dollar in there, and I just come and get it. So that's how that works. Because if you don't want to come next door, woo, $1, I'm rich. That's all I've made today. It's so cold, no one wants to come out. So I'm going to end this now. I'm going to get this button to work because I got my gloves on, so it's not really wanting to work. It works every time I don't want to, but so there we go. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe, and stop by and see me tomorrow. I'm alive. Appreciate it. Get in the conversation if you want. I'm not real good at doing that, but here we go.